Hi, everyone. The topic of today is delegation. In professional services firms, a substantial amount of work is done by people that are too senior. So senior managers are doing managers and consultants and analysts work. Managers are doing analysts and consultants work. I've seen estimates as high as 70% of work done in professional services done with, people that are too senior. So this has great implications on gross margins. So if you have a cost structure where, $50 an hour work is being done by somebody who costs $100 an hour, obviously it's going to affect your margin. It also affects the development of your people. So what I wanted to share with you are 5 or 6 things that can help create a culture of delegation so that more work is done by people at the right resource level. One of the challenges is that it's hard to delegate. It's often easier just to do it yourself rather than to delegate it to someone else. So idea number one, delegation dossier. So create a dossier or a guide for delegation for each project and task. Have detailed descriptions, outcomes, maybe how-tos or formats that are required that help make delegation easier. 2, hold a delegation meeting. Have a periodic meeting once in a while with members of the consulting team and have them talk about what's been delegated, what was successful, what details are needed, answer any questions or concerns about delegation. Keeping delegation logs is another idea. So if you can, what gets measured gets managed. So if you have a log of, what was delegated and what the outcome was and any feedback on those tasks, that will help identify patterns and also identify success and what needs to be done differently. I read an excellent book that I think has a lot of implication around delegation. It was a checklist manifesto. So having checklists for everything that you do. The book was based on a lot of examples from the aviation and from the healthcare industry where they're quite systematic about delegation and checking. But having the checklist makes sure that the tasks are completed consistently and that it makes it easier for the person who's being delegated to be successful. Another idea would be delegation pairing. So pair a senior with a junior to act as a mentor. That will give them the opportunity to ask questions and get feedback in a safe environment, which is also very important. And then finally, I would say that providing immediate feedback on delegation is critically important. So, when somebody does something, in the moment, right then and there, take the opportunity to give them some feedback, whether it's positive or whether there's areas of improvement. When it's fresh and topical like that, it has a much better chance of producing a behavior change. And if you can get people working on the right things and the right outcomes, that'll make the next delegation even easier.